So it's about 6:30 in the morning. I was actually sleeping because it's so cold out and so frosty that we don't really do much for market until around 7:15. That way it has at least a little bit of time to warm up. And anyway, I get a call from Dad saying I got to get down to the farm right away. Everything in the shed is frozen. All of like our sprayer tips where the spray comes out of, because we didn't get to winterize anything yet, all of them are frozen. Water lines are frozen. And he wanted to get heat on this stuff right away. And so you can just see by looking at the grass, this is the frostiest it's been yet. It's almost like a little dusting of snow. It's so white. In the shed, it's kind of loud because we have 4 heaters going, 2 big ones, 2 small ones. I'll do a little walk around, I'll show you what we got going on. About an hour has passed now. The sun is finally out, as you can see. Not a cloud in the sky. Well, actually over there's a couple, but almost completely clear. The grass is still very frosted along with everything else. It's so white, it's just crazy. It looks like snow. But with that sun out now, it's not gonna take very long and it's gonna burn off. This is the coldest morning yet, but it doesn't really change anything. It's only gonna get warmer throughout the week, but kind of just gives us a little bit of like a kick in the butt to get everything winterized now as fast as possible, which is what we've wanted to do. We've just been trying to finish up all of our harvests, especially like the potatoes, because with a morning like this, and if those potatoes were still on the ground, they'd be frozen and, well, they'd rot within the next couple weeks. It's warmed up enough now, we can start packing for market. Like I said, we only have 5 days left, including today. We can't run our washers because all of our lines froze, so we had to just put them in baskets, dirty, which I think is gonna be just fine. Still have lots of cabbage. Cauliflower is about finished up. And then we still have a couple onions and red beets yet. Up here in the truck, we still have some ornamentals. Kind of, we're just not taking them off, we're just selling what we have, even though they don't sell very good. And then some squash, and then we have some stackers and sugar pumpkins. All this stuff basically now is for baking, not really for decoration, besides these. We don't really need this big truck no more with the little amount of stuff that we have, but now it's the whole freezing thing. And since this truck is insulated, it really saves a lot of our veggies for the ride up there, and we can leave a lot earlier instead of waiting for the sun to warm it up and then leaving for market. If you remember back in the middle of summer, we would have a pallet like this stacked 3 high on every single one. Same with that one back there, and we'd have it packed all the way to the back. And now we're gonna have at least room for 2 or 3 pallets that we're not even gonna fill up in here. It's the next day. I didn't show you anything at market because we really only have like potatoes, onions, cauliflower, and cabbage. And it's just really not that exciting. It's kind of a slower time of the year. And instead of the market going until like 5 to 6 o'clock like it normally does in the summer, it only goes until like, well, some farmers do stay later, but a good portion of them leave between about 3:30 and probably 4:30. So that's what we did. And we get home still after dark. We don't unload the truck this time of year, which is nice because it's cool enough we don't have to. I'm gonna take the International here up to the field. We left our water tank up there ever since we planted strawberries. I wanna get that out and hopefully bring it down here, get the pressure washer out and start pressure washing the transplanter, the water wheel planter, and both water tanks. Fuller than I thought. While that tractor warms up, I'll take a walk upstairs here and show you, we gotta put these bins away, what the garlic situation is looking like. Frank got everything cleaned up, piled up nice. Now we're just gonna get rid of the stuff and throw it down in the ditch. We have, I don't know, like 5 baskets there, 4.5, and then another 5 baskets over here. We only have 4 days left of Scranton Market and the home farm market, but I still don't see how we'll sell all this. I know we'll get close, and we can sell it for the next couple of months as long as we keep it, you know, at the right temperature. It's just crazy though, remembering this whole thing from here all the way over to there was full of garlic, and now it's in like 9 baskets. Over here on the other side is our onions. This is all we have left. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, like, I don't know, 20 some baskets. Not bad. A couple whites, mostly yellow, and all the reds are gone now. You coming? I just got hooked up to the tank. There's a little bit of water. I'm draining out of it right now. You see it all coming out. Kind of green and slimy. Then over here in the strawberry field, this is where I just pulled it out of. Frank's out there right now trimming runners. He's just about done, I think, from what Mom was saying. You can see this fence we have up around here. Gonna finally get this finished up here in about the next, hopefully 3 or 4 days. It is just about done, but there was just some plastic connectors you had to get on here, tighten it up a little bit, and then, you know, hook up the fencer to electrify it. So really not a big deal. Should be done fairly quick. Oh, one other thing we had to do was go around the bottom. That mowed around the whole field yesterday, but there are some weeds sticking up hitting the bottom of it, and we want to get them trimmed that way they're not grounding it out. The whole reason for that fence is because of the deer. I'm not really seeing any damage yet, which is awesome. Here's a little bit. The deer track's going right down. Now what's going to happen is in the spring, look at that deer. He walked all the way down the middle of this. Look at all those holes. And anyway, in the spring, now it's going to grow up with weeds because the plastic obviously isn't covering it to keep them down. And second of all, the deer will come through here and they'll actually eat the strawberry plants, especially once all of our veggies are done and there isn't anything else for them to eat. How's it going, Frank?
I gotta get this stuff out though. This will be the last of it.
Well, that's exciting.
Oh yeah. It's strangling the plant.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Wow. It's like a whole
see?
mat of wheat
now you
runners.
Can see 'em.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They can breathe.
Does this go all the way to the end, or?
Yeah, as far as I know, they did the other section of it.
So you got the is this half done, or are you doing like hopping back and forth doing half and half?
This side's all done.
Oh, this side's done.
Yeah, all I gotta do is
this side. Oh, that's good. Those runners that he's clipping is just sucking nutrients from the plant because they're trying to create another plant by rooting into the ground in a different location, which is usually right out here. And so by him cutting them off, it's killing that. But basically, I'm gonna call it a sucker, and that's gonna put all the nutrients into that new plant, or that main plant. This weed is really bad. I got the pressure washer hooked up. The water tank is tipped backwards pretty hard, which is what I wanted. You can see all the green scum in there, and that's what I'm getting at right now. Awesome, that went really, really well. Now I'm gonna clean this half and we should be good. I got both water tanks washed. They actually came out really well. Got almost all the water out of both of them, so there's no chance of them freezing and no chance of that scum really starting again. Now I'm starting here on the potato digger. This takes a while because, well, actually it's not near as muddy as it is some seasons, but I like to get all these cleaned off, and then actually sometimes we'll go through and WD it. That way none of this gets rusty again. But it really needs a bath, as you can see. about as clean as she's gonna get. A couple little roots hanging off, but other than that, ain't gonna get much better. Now I'm onto the transplanter. This really isn't dirty. It's more just a water tank, and even that's not bad. Just gonna clean it up a little bit. Then we'll probably grease it, push any water out of those fittings, if any went in while I'm pressure washing. Frank and I are going to try and get some collard greens. We only have about 30 left, maybe. We're going to get 10 or 12 right now.
Happy belated Veterans Day to all the veterans out there. We'll go for 3 in this one.
Yeah, I think I'll get us 3, that's what I figured.
Well, I mean, he'll see the pork, but I just don't.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, that just feels good.
What you do? Bash your knee off that?
Yeah. Oh, only me. That hurt. You don't feel that, I don't know what you feel.
Collards are done. We're gonna move into cauliflower. The field is basically done at this point. There's very few heads here and there, and I'm talking they're small. But I think they're done growing now after we had those couple of hard frosts. So we're gonna pick basically anything that's somewhat decent. That's what it looks like.
I was gonna ask you guys still want to try to get some more turnips or not?
I think so.
I mean, as far as the other ones, the I can't remember that name again. Rutabagas. Those Those look like they're pretty much done.
I remember, yeah, you said that last time. So because the salad got frosted, some of the leaves, like the outer leaves, have like some brown on them. Like this one right here. And so if you just take one leaf off, and the second one, the cabbage is perfectly fine and there's nothing wrong with it. So it takes us a little bit longer to pick it, but it's just as good as it was a month ago. We just finished up. We got the bin of cabbage, collard greens, and this is it for the cauliflower for the 2023 season. All beautiful, just kind of small, but there is almost nothing left. I still can't believe that 3 weeks ago we had so much cauliflower, we didn't know what we were going to do with it all, and now we ran out. Dad just got all the tomatoes mowed off. Now we can go through and pick this plastic up. I think these are 1,000-foot rows, and there's like 9 or 10 rows altogether, so this is going to take a little bit of time.